Hi, come on in. Today we're going to make this lovely infinity scarf. It is a super cozy but easy design. Now, this one is 50 inches long by about 5 inches wide. Now, they do vary and can be anything from sort of 30 inches to 40 inches long if you're wanting sort of a shorter cowl, up to 50 to 60 inches for a single wrap infinity scarf. And also the widths do vary too, so anything from 4 to 8 inches. Now normally the shorter cowls are a little bit wider, with the infinity scarves being a little bit narrower, so you can wrap them. This one, as I say, is 5 inches and 50 inches wide. You'll also need, obviously, a crochet hook. Now, this is 6mm to go with the yarn that I'm using. And you can make this in a thinner yarn if you want to. It will just mean that you'll have more stitches to do and more rows. It's up to you, and you can also make it with chunkier as well. Entirely up to you what yarn you use. It makes up beautifully whatever yarn. For this, as I say, I'm using a 6mm hook that goes with my particular yarn, a darning needle and a pair of scissors just for finishing off. Now, this particular yarn I use Flutter by Chunky. It's a Chemsy Brett one. Absolutely gorgeous, really soft, really fluffy and beautiful for this, as well as making up quite quickly. So to start, we need to start with a slip knot and chain stitch. So we are going to just make our slip knot by making that into a loop, putting our hook through, yarn over that loop and pulling it through that loop there and pulling it tight. Not too tight because you want to be able to move your crochet hook nice and easily. Hold your yarn in the way that you do. To make the chain stitch, simply put the yarn around your hook and pull through that loop on your hook. Yarn around, pull through that loop, yarn around and pull through that loop. Now that's made 3 chain stitches. Now this is really just made as long as you need it. You don't have to have particular multiple, just make it as long as you need. So just keep measuring it, make sure it's the length that you require. Keep making these chain stitches and I will see you back when you've got yours to the length that you require. So I've made my chain stitch to the length I require. It's just about the 50 inches. And what we're going to do is to join it so that it becomes a circle. But what's really important here is to make sure that we don't twist the chain stitch. So it's making sure that it's straight. So I've straightened it out. Now it's a case of putting your hook through the other end there. And I do tend to take my yarn, my chain stitch. Just check that it is still straight, which it is. And then we just join the two. So we just do that with a simple slip stitch. So we've put it through the other end there, yarn over and pull through both those loops. We're now ready to start our next row. Make sure it's nice and tight. We're going to start with a single chain. And then what we're going to be making from here on in is half treble crochets UK, half double crochets US. So yarn over in through that first stitch right there, yarn over and pull back through, yarn over and pull through all 3. And we're going to be doing this the whole way around into each of our chain stitches. So yarn over into the next one, yarn over and pull back through, yarn over and pull through all 3. when I'm crocheting these, I try to make sure I go under the second piece of yarn. As you look here, you can see you've got that top bit, that second bit, and that little third bit there. But I like to try and go through that second bit. I find that it gives a neater edge. So yarn over, making sure I go underneath that 1, 2, and into that bit. Yarn over and pull through. Yarn over and pull through all 3. And again, yarn over in through that 1, 2, and in under that second one. Yarn over, pull through. Yarn over and pull through all 3. And that's what we're going to be doing the whole way around this chain stitch. You just keep going, and I will meet you when you come back when you've finished this row. So I've come to the end of this row. I have done a UK half treble, US half double crochet all the way around. And now we're going to join it. Now we join it with a slip stitch, but making sure that we go into not the chain stitch here, but the top of the first stitch right there. Also be really careful when you're joining, make sure you don't do it wrong, make sure it is together the proper way and you're joining into the right side of it. You don't want to end up joining down to here, it needs to be in the top. So put our hook through, yarn over, pull through and pull through the one on your hook, just in a simple chain stitch. We'll do that single chain and then we're back with doing the UK half trebles, US half double crochet. So yarn over into that same stitch at the bottom there of your chain, yarn over and pull back through, yarn over and pull through all 3. The same into the next. And again, this is just what we do the whole way round. You will keep making these UK half trebles, US half double crochets the whole way round, joining with your slip stitch until your work measures the size that you want. Now obviously our length will stay the same now and you should keep the same number of stitches the whole way around. Our width will obviously grow. As I say, mine I'm going to make to be a 5-inch size, and keep doing those, keep doing the rows until you get to the right length. I'll meet you back to show you what you do at the end. So I finished my last stitch here of the last round. My work measures just about the 5 inches, and rather as joining with a slip stitch for this one, I'm going to use an invisible join. So I'm going to pull my yarn a little bit longer, just like that. Take my scissors and snip that. Pull out that end. This just makes a cleaner join. The slip stitch is brilliant for doing the rest, but for this I prefer to do an invisible join. So just thread your needle. And we join by doing, we're going to miss out our first stitch, go into the next one, put your needle through both those loops, right through the stitch. Hold it down to the front there. Look for this one that comes before, go into the back loop there, and then go down through that third loop there at the back, pulling it down. As you can see, what this does is it actually puts another stitch, or looks like another stitch, over the top of that first stitch right there. So it makes an invisible join and finishes it off nicer. Join that through on the back. Now I always start by putting it across just like you would have for a normal stitch. It just helps to make that illusion of a proper stitch there. Coming down through a couple of the stitches right there. And then I do just a little knot. It's not visible, but it just helps to fix your yarn and stop it from unraveling. So put your needle through a loop, put your yarn over the needle, just around it like that, pulling through your yarn, pulling it tight, making sure it's nice and tight and snug. And as I say, you really don't notice this in the work at all. And then just finishing off a little bit more with your thread. And what it does though is just, as I say, to stop that from unraveling. Last thing you want is to have your whole scarf becoming undone. Run that back through a couple of times and snip off the end. There we go. And then just finish in your other end in exactly the same way. And there we have it, our lovely scarf, all nice and finished, ready to go. This one is a present from my daughter. Keep you lovely and cozy for the winter. Now, if you haven't already, pop over and see us in my school community, the Crochet Circle. It's an area for all crocheters, whether they are beginners or more experienced. For beginners, I can help to teach you and take you through the different courses. There's ones in the classroom. For more experience, we work on lots of different projects together. It's a really good community feel. Any questions you might have, then I can answer. You can DM me straight away and I can get back to you with that. We have threads going. People are putting out their projects. It's a lovely place to be and lots of chat going on. So if you like that community, please come over and join us. We'd love to have you. I'll put the link down below in the description for you. If you've enjoyed the video, then like, subscribe, come back and see me for the next one. Thank you for joining me, for keeping me company. I'll see you in the next one.